Greetings and welcome, everybody, to this episode of the Talking Points Test Bench. I'm David Danto. I just released a center of table camera report. Here's the link for it. Let me put it on the screen so you can get it if you want to get a copy of it. It talks about the history of center of table cameras. They're not as new as many people think they are. It talks about the various products that are on the market, what they do, what they don't do, why it works, why it doesn't work. I wanted to call out the report to point it out to you, and I also wanted to call out this particular product, which is the AudioCodes RXV Cam 360. AudioCodes sponsored the paper, which I do appreciate. Let's do an unboxing of this, and then we can talk about why it's slightly unique and different from some of the other cameras that are on the market. Take a look. I did the unboxing a few weeks ago.
So this is the AudioCodes RXV Cam 360, which is their center table camera solution. We're going to unbox it here for a minute and see what it looks like. It's obviously not the first time it's been unboxed, but let's take a look at it. This is what it looks like, just an ordinary, nice, but ordinary center of table camera solution. Cameras on all sides. And elsewhere in the box, we have a remote control, which we don't particularly need in this application. And we have the power supply. And I think in here somewhere we've got the, let me just open it up. This is the adapters for the power supply in case you need to use it with any type of foreign connector. And then inside here, we have the cable that connects the center table camera. I had to pull hard there. That's just USB-C to USB-C, and it comes with a cool USB-C to USB-A adapter in case you need to use it that way, so you have it kind of both. So that's a nice simple unboxing for this device, and the reason why it's innovative, and I'm going to show it to everybody upstairs, is it's sort of a two-in-one that I wasn't aware of when I first heard about it. So this sits on the table, and it's a center of table camera, and when you connect it to the AudioCodes main base station, what you have with a touch panel as well, is you have a Microsoft Teams room, an MTR, a very nice MTR that works fine, and you can use this as one of the cameras that's in there. But the connection from this device, to the base station, is USB-C, which means this is a standard USB-C peripheral. So I can take it and I can plug the USB-C and the power supply in and plug it into my computer. And now it's a standalone device, as opposed to most other center of table peripheral cameras. It's got a speaker in it, and it's got microphones as well in the cameras. So I can now use this as my primary device, and we'll do some testing with that when I go up into my mock conference room upstairs and show it to you. But the difference here is you're not buying one of those devices that they have on the market, which sits on the center of table and plugs USB-C into your computer, and that's the last that you can do with this device. You plug it in, you can use it, great, but that's it. And you're not buying one of the ones that's only a peripheral with the base station. So you can put it on the table, you can set it up anywhere you want. You can now daisy chain them. That's a really good thing. You can have more than one, but it doesn't have a speaker in it. You can't use it by itself. So you get, with the AudioCodes device, both. You get a device that works as a standalone, which works with any production application, any collaboration application, and you get a device using the same connector, not a proprietary connector, that goes into the base station and becomes the peripheral camera for the system. So that's very unique, and I wasn't aware of that. Let's go take a look at it upstairs.
So this is the RXV Cam 360 sitting in the center of my table in my mock conference room. And you can see that it's got a perfectly usable shot. It's working just like any other center of table device with a speaker and a microphone. And it's picking me up, and this is being recorded right now on the Zoom client because it works with anything. It's a standard peripheral. But then again, the difference is, instead of locking you into just that device, you can then hook this device up to the AudioCodes base station, and it becomes their center of table camera for their MTR room. So it's really an interesting device. Let's change chairs and see if that. If I go here, what does that do? It will hopefully know to switch to the other camera. There we go. And now I'm using the device with the camera here. And you can see it works just like any other center of table device that would be standalone. And it's got a number of modes that you can change. I'm going to reach over and change some of the modes here. That was obviously video mute.
It gives you a panorama of the entire room as well as the camera that's set on me. And it, just like any other center table camera, will continuously adjust. If I switch over to one of the other chairs, you can see me switching over to the other chairs. It'll pick me up with the camera that it sees there. Now, there you go. See, it's now doing kind of on the edge of one camera at the beginning of the other one. So change the mode again. That's the film strip. One more. Okay, so now it will hopefully pick me up on the camera, and it's getting a shot of me on the camera. So it's very interesting that this device, as a standalone, can be the speaker, microphone, and camera for a small room, and then you can hook it up directly to their base station, and it can be the center of table peripheral.
So the unique thing about this product, after you've seen how it works, is that it has that upgrade potential, which many of the other products don't. Because they're using a standard USB connector on it, you can use it as a simple peripheral device in a BYOD, BYOM capacity. It has audio and video, microphones and speakers, and you can just use it at a small table. But if you want to upgrade and put in an MTR and put in a full room, this is how the peripheral connects to their base station, to the system that they use. So you kind of get the best of both worlds with this one in a certified quality device that I think we should take a second look at. So in any case, definitely take a look at the report. Here's the link again. Put it on the screen. It's right on the Talking Points website. This is the story of center of table cameras. Until next time, I'm David Danto. Thanks very much.